It started as nothing, a tiny annoyance in a busy life. Asterisk, storage almost full. Asterisk. The notification appeared on my phone one night as I was scrolling through social media, unwinding after a long day. I barely noticed it at first, swiping it away without a second thought. My phone was always running low on storage, bloated with old photos, forgotten apps, and videos I'd never get around to watching. But the notifications didn't stop. Over the next few days, they came back more frequently, interrupting my music, freezing my apps, even popping up when I wasn't using my phone. Worse, my phone started lagging, freezing on simple tasks and crashing apps for no apparent reason. At first, I assumed it was just old hardware, maybe a failed update, but by the end of the week, it was impossible to ignore. Something wasn't right. It was late Thursday night when I finally decided to deal with it. I settled onto the couch, phone in hand, prepared to delete some files and free up space. I opened the storage settings, expecting to find a list of apps or a gallery full of clutter. Instead, I found a folder. It was named Memories. It sat at the very top of the storage list, taking up an impossible amount of space. Nearly the entire capacity of my phone was occupied by this one folder, yet I'd never created it, never downloaded it, never seen it before. My thumb hovered over it, a pit forming in my stomach. When I opened the folder, I was greeted with an endless list of video files. Each file was labeled with a date and time. My breath caught in my throat as I scrolled. The dates spanned decades, long before I'd ever owned this phone. The earliest files were from my childhood, stretching all the way to just last week. I tapped on the first video. The screen flickered, and suddenly, I was staring at my childhood living room. My younger self sat cross-legged on the carpet, tearing into a brightly wrapped present. My parents' laughter filled the air as they encouraged me to open it. I remember that day. It was my 5th birthday, and the stuffed rabbit I unwrapped became my favorite toy for years. But something was off. This wasn't a home video. The angle was all wrong, too high, too steady. It wasn't shot from my parents' perspective, or anyone's for that matter. It looked like it was filmed from the ceiling, as if a camera had been embedded in the wall. There was no camera there. There couldn't have been. A cold knot of unease twisted in my stomach as I tapped on another video. This one was from my first day of middle school. It showed me waiting at the bus stop, clutching my backpack nervously. My mom stood beside me, fussing with my hair. Again, the angle was wrong. The footage was distant, as if taken from a camera perched in the trees or high on a utility pole. I played another, then another, unable to stop myself. Each video was more invasive than the last. There were clips of me doing homework, brushing my teeth, crying in my room after a bad breakup. Moments I thought were private. Moments no one could have seen. Hours passed as I scrolled through the folder, my unease growing with every file I opened. When I reached the most recent video, dated just a week ago, my hands were trembling. I tapped it. The footage began in my bedroom. The camera was directly above my bed, staring down at me as I slept. My chest rose and fell softly, the faint glow of my nightlight casting shadows across the room. The timestamp read 3:33 a.m. I scrubbed through the video, dread curling in my stomach. Near the end, the camera began to move. It panned slowly to the corner of the room. A shadow shifted there, tall, spindly, and unnaturally smooth. My breath caught in my throat. I remembered that night. I'd woken suddenly, my heart pounding for no reason. I'd written it off as a nightmare, but now I wasn't so sure. My vision blurred with panic as I backed out of the folder. My hand shook as I selected it, tapping delete over and over until it was gone. I stared at the screen, my breath coming in shallow gasps. Relief washed over me, cold and fleeting. Then the notification appeared again. Asterisk, storage almost full. Asterisk. My stomach churned as I opened the storage settings. The Memories folder was back. This time it contained only one file. It was labeled now. I didn't want to open it. Every instinct screamed at me to put the phone down, to leave the house to run. But my thumb moved on its own, trembling as it tapped the file. The screen went black for a moment before flickering to life. It was a live feed of me. I was sitting on the couch, staring at my phone, just as I was in real life. The angle was from above, as if something was watching from the corner of the room. My breath quickened as the live feed began to pan, slowly revealing more of the space behind me. That's when I heard it, a faint creak. My blood ran cold. The closet door was open. Just a crack. On the screen, the live feed captured the same moment, the camera zooming in on the darkness inside the closet. I could see something shifting there, a shadow that wasn't quite still. My phone buzzed, the screen flashing with jagged text. Asterisk. We are always watching. Asterisk. I threw the phone down and bolted, slamming the closet door shut and barricading it with a chair. My heart thundered in my chest as I pressed my back against the wall, staring at the vibrating phone on the floor. The whispers began then, soft, unintelligible murmurs coming from all around me. I didn't sleep that night. Over the next few days, the activity escalated. My laptop powered on by itself, displaying distorted images of my face. My smartwatch buzzed constantly, showing notifications that read asterisk, new memory saved. Asterisk, even my TV turned itself on, flashing static and text that read, asterisk, look behind you. Asterisk. I stopped sleeping in my bedroom. The closet door wouldn't stay shut. I taped it closed, nailed it shut, even jammed it with furniture, but every morning it was open again. And the shadows, oh, the shadows. They moved now, crawling across the walls like living things. Last night I saw it. The figure from the video. It stood in the hallway, impossibly tall, its elongated limbs brushing the ceiling. Its face, or what passed for one, was a void, a featureless darkness that seemed to draw the light around it. I froze, unable to breathe, unable to move. It didn't step closer. It didn't need to. This morning, my phone turned on by itself. A new notification appeared. Asterisk, new memory saved. Asterisk. The timestamp was for 5 minutes ago. I'm writing this now, my hands shaking, every shadow in the room feeling alive. I don't know if anyone will read this, or if it will even matter. The whispers are louder now, and the figure is closer. I can feel it watching me, breathing with me. The closet door just creaked open again. I can't run anymore. If you ever see a folder named Memories on your device, don't open it. No matter what.